Okay, if you're an atheist, call yourself an atheist. Use the word atheist. This is very important. Don't call yourself a humanist. Don't call yourself a free thinker. Don't call yourself secular. Don't call yourself a bright. How condescending is that, by the way? Call yourself an atheist. If you don't believe in gods, you are an atheist, period. There's no middle ground here. Why is this important? Because people know what the word atheist means. People don't know what a humanist or a secularist is. They just don't know, nor do they care. And we don't have time to explain it to people. We've got to get our voice across quickly before the soundbite is over. We've got to make it clear to people what we're talking about. Using the word atheist is the only way to do this. And many folks don't like the word atheist, so they use euphemisms to make themselves sound more approachable, more likable, more mainstream. This is a mistake because you're not getting your point across if you use so-called nice words, nice language. You're speaking through the fogginess of niceties. It's dishonest. Call yourself an atheist. When people ask if you're a Christian, don't say no. Say, no, I'm an atheist. I don't believe in gods. Get it out in black and white, bluntly. That's the only way the average Joe is going to listen. Sure, if you call yourself an agnostic or something similarly vague, people are just going to think, oh well, at least he or she's not an atheist. There's still hope for them. We have to normalize the word atheist, not just because it's more accurate, but because we do a disservice to other atheists who might still be in the closet. The more the term atheist is used, the less it is used negatively. The less it is used negatively and the more it becomes ordinary, the more that atheists can come out of the closet and truly be who they are. You may well be a free thinker, you may be a humanist, you may be secular, but you are first and foremost an atheist, period. If you don't have a solid belief in God, you are by definition an atheist. David Silverman, president of American Atheists, said it best when arguing this point in his book Fighting God, and I'm paraphrasing here. He said that when you call yourself anything other than an atheist, you elevate the possibility of God above your identity. You let the concept of God get in the way of your identity. It's not just that we don't know if a God exists. There isn't room for God in the way we define ourselves. There's the cat again. There is no God. I am an atheist. Why even bring it up? What's the point? Why do I have to be defined by my lack of belief, you might be asking yourself. I know it seems strange to define yourself or part of yourself over things you don't believe in, but the reality is that we must fight and confront religious intolerance. We must reinforce the wall that separates church and government. This fight is far from over. The stakes are too high. And the only way we can make progress and win, eventually, is to have all atheists come out of the closet and fight by our side. The single most important thing you can do is to come out as an atheist. Be counted. Be recognized and get noticed. And call yourself an atheist. Give someone else the courage to come out also. We hide behind euphemisms and soft language when we don't call ourselves atheists. Why should we hide? We have nothing to be ashamed of. Don't let the religious supremacists win. I, for one, am proud to live in a reason-based life. A life with meaning and purpose, not just a test for Judgment Day and the hereafter. I am interested in living the best life I can because I know it's the only one I've got. Not being honest about my lack of faith in God's would not be living my life to its fullest. And calling myself a humanist or a secularist just creates confusion. When we purposely create confusion, we are not being honest, not with ourselves or with our loved ones. It's true some people cannot, as of yet, come out as atheists due to personal circumstances. They could lose their job. They could lose friends. They could be ostracized by their family even. That would not be good. Perhaps you yourself are in a position that might be compromised if you suddenly told everyone you were an atheist. I understand. I understand that not everyone lives in an environment where it is safe to come out. You will know when it's time to come out, when the right time is. But know this, you are not alone. Until we make atheist a meaningless word, when people who don't believe in fairy tales can openly and honestly choose reason over superstition, only then will we no longer need to call ourselves atheists. But we don't live in a climate that affords such luxury. We live in an age when most people are delusional at best, and in some cases dangerous at worst. Words matter, ideas matter, definitions matter. We must be clear, not vague. Vagueness gives the religious zealots more ammunition. They will try to twist our words. They will try to force their false reality upon us and our public institutions like schools if we don't speak out. Not as brights or agnostics, but as the atheists we are. It's not going to be easy. Nothing worth fighting for is easy, but it's worth it. It's worth it for our kids and our future generations. A society that embraces reality for anything other than what it is doomed. Now, I've got nothing against those who call themselves something other than atheists. I just happen to disagree with your choice of words. I think all the agnostics and freethinkers and secularists and humanists and whatever you call yourselves should have a blanket term to describe themselves. It needs to be an umbrella definition that clearly and succinctly tells people who we are. I believe that term should be atheist. You may not agree with me on this, and that's okay. The great thing about our kind is that we leave room for doubt and disagreement. Religion doesn't do that. If you've got a better definition than atheist, I'd love to hear it. Shoot me an email at godlesstodd1@gmail.com or leave me a comment. I'm a stubborn bastard, though, and although I've thought a lot about this and the importance of clearly identifying myself. Calling the sky something other than blue doesn't make sense. We don't say the sky is azure or the sky is cobalt. Nobody says, oh, I love these clear indigo skies we're experiencing today. Those words are elusive and unclear. The sky is blue. I am an atheist. And if you have a doubt about the existence of gods, you're an atheist. It's that simple. Don't put the possibility of fairy tales being true above principle. Again, I say that this is important. We need to use language that is easy to define. And please leave a comment and subscribe, and more videos will come shortly. Take care.